Friday? Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's been a very long week. It's been a very heavy week for a lot of people. So we were thinking about this session today as decompression. Meaning today we really get to unwind, to unfurl, make sure that you have everything that you need in order to do that. That might be a blanket for after class, for shavasana and relaxation. Make sure that you have some water. And if you have your cannabis at hand and you still haven't imbibed, I invite you all to start with a very brief meditation. And you can come to a seated shape. If you have a block or a bolster, you can bring that beneath your sit bones to get the hips elevated. But if you don't have that, don't worry. Everybody will wiggle side to side and then forward and back. And then check in with the body to find center. Let the pelvis find center. Let the spine grow taller. Let the shoulders roll back, down, away from ears, and the heart lifts. The chin parallel to earth, the crown lifting. And we start our practice by connecting with our breath, our yogic breath, Ujjayi breath. Soft gaze down or eyes closed. So you begin to explore long, big inhales. And with that exhale, there's a softening. There's a letting go. Every inhale expansive, growing taller, and every exhale relaxing, softening the face, the shoulders, the hand. We begin to make those exhales a little longer. Each breath a little longer. Letting go of the busyness of the day, of the mind. Perhaps checking in with the heart if there's an intention for today, or maybe we get to ask cannabis for one. And if you haven't already, you can take a toke now, inviting that intention in. Intentional cannabis usage for our practice, for self-discovery, exploration. For deepening our relationship with our bodies, our minds, our yoga. And you're welcome to stay here in meditation, but a lot of you might prefer to lay on their back. You might move your bolster or block. For shavasana, our practice starts with relaxation. And again, there's always choices. Can be seated, you can be in shavasana, you can be on your side. Finding a shape that works for your body today, that's conducive to really relax. And if you are in shavasana, allow the legs to spread out wide as it feels comfortable, with the toes falling out. heels in. The arms by the sides, palms facing up. Or arms to the heart, arms to the belly. Some of us might prefer arms up and back. And what's your shape for today? A soft gaze or eyes closed as you really begin to check in with sensation on your body. It's okay to make changes. You can wiggle through shoulders or hips. You can roll the head side to side a few times. Inviting any final movement before you surrender into gentle stillness. Breathing in and letting go. Breathing in and letting go. Checking in if there's any tensions or holdings in the body. And breath by breath, begin to soften. Bring the awareness all the way down into the feet. Wherever our awareness directs, it brings relaxation. Taking a deep breath through the feet, and as you exhale, imagining you can soften the ankles, the toes, soles of the feet. From the feet, a big breath up through the shins, into the knees, and as you exhale, relax the knees, the lower legs. Moving through this cycle, breathing up through the legs, the thighs, all the way into the hips and the pelvis. And as you exhale, letting go of any unconsciously held tensions that we might carry here. And with the next breath, breathing all the way up, the breath purring into your belly, expanding through the ribs, to the chest, the heart, and then that release, that relaxation, the chest softens. And the breath moving through the body, coming all the way up to shoulders, neck, arms. And with that exhale, letting go of any tensions or worries that we carry. And breathing through the body, all the way up the face, the crown. And with an exhale, soften through the eyebrows and the temples, eyes sink in. You might take another breath here. Exhaling, softening through the cheeks, the lips, the jaw, face, soft. Breathing in and out through the whole body, full body breath. And as you exhale, releasing the whole weight of your body to the earth. Breathing in and letting go. Invite a sound, a sigh, release. Sounds help our nervous system soothe, toning, humming, and breathing. Begin to get curious about sensations. Sensations as you wiggle fingers and toes. Drawing circles with ankles and wrists. Switch direction. You can wiggle through shoulders and hips, finding tiny stretches through the whole body. Maybe you point and flex the toes. As you feel ready to return, we'll inhale the arms all the way up and back, reaching through the fingertips, and then reaching out through toes, full body stretch, reaching and opening. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale, reach. And exhale, relax here. Let the elbows bend and the hands come closer. Let the soles of the feet come to touch as the knees open up. Checking in with your shape. Today, being really mindful and stay with the edge of the stretches. You might bring the heels a little bit further down so that we can really stay on the shape. Relax through the hips, the knees become heavy. Find an exhale here to relax the chest, the shoulders and neck. Using the breath to deepen into the shapes and the sensations today. Inviting those sounds all through your practice. And you can glide the hands through the sides, all the way to the sides of the thighs. With the help of those hands, get those knees back together to touch, feet to earth. arms by the side. Notice your lower back, and if it's not happy, lift the hips a tiny bit. Drop them back down, get that extra length. Walk the heels a little bit closer towards hips, feet parallel and hip width distance. We're going to tuck the tail in slightly, tuck the tail in slightly. And from there, inhale, lift the hips all the way up, chin to chest. And as you land on your shape, your knees are projecting forward and lifting, the hips are lifting. Inhale to lift the hips, and as you exhale, take that breath and slowly, slowly bring the hips all the way back down to earth. Release that full weight, and then inhale, lift the hips up, hold, and exhale, release. Inhale, lift. And if you like, at the arms, next inhale, lift the hips and lift the arms all the way up and back. Hold, and then release. Following your own breath, find 5 cycles. Now you get to that final exhale. We'll bring one knee to the chest, and then the other. We'll give ourselves a hug. Release and relax the shoulders down, chin slightly to chest. And from here, rock side to side for that. Lower back massage. Draw some circles with the knees. Today's session is about really listening to ourselves and finding what feels good. So stay on any spot that needs a little bit of extra love. Coming into stillness. With that reminder that my words are suggestions today and that you can do what your body needs. If you want, happy baby. Let the knees open up wide, let the feet lift up. Hands can come to thighs, shins, ankles, or outer edges of feet. Wherever they're at, exhale, and again, shoulders back to the mat, chin slightly in. And from there, exploration. Rock side to side. Gently stretch one leg or the other. Close the eyes. zoom into sensation. Invite some lion's breath. It's a deep breath in, and as you exhale, close the eyes shut, open the mouth, stick the tongue out, roar. 2 more. And then release the feet, knees to chest, hands beneath the thighs. We'll begin to rock back and forth. Whole body rocks back and forth. Spinal massage. Gaining some momentum. And see if you can come up to sitting in 3 more rolls. And 3. Find a seated shape that works for you. If you have a block or bolster, you might bring that beneath the sit bones. Get those hips elevated. Checking in with your pelvis. We're gonna tuck the tail in, shoulders forward. And then we're gonna arch the back, lift the tail, lift the heart. Checking on that pelvis here. Tuck the tail in, lift the tail up. And then find a neutral pelvis. Like if the pelvis were a bowl of soup. It wouldn't be spilling forward or backwards. Right, perfectly centered. Hands on the knees. Heart lift, crown lift. Releasing the arms to the sides, palms facing up. Inhale, reaching, lifting. As you exhale, hands trace through forehead, nose, and lips, and heart. Inhale, rise, expand. And find your center. 3 breaths. From here, arms to cactus, shoulders and jaw relaxed. We'll bring that left hand up, right arm down. We'll give ourselves a hug. Go ahead and pat yourself, squish yourself. If this is the first hug of the day, make it count. You can sway side to side. You can close the eyes to receive this embrace. Squish yourself. And then begin to walk those fingertips backwards. We're going to lift through the elbows as we relax through the shoulders. Tall spine. Stay here, or forearms come together, hands interlaced. But if you're here and it's not working, come to that hug. Exhale to relax, shoulders, shoulder blades, jaw. Then from here, check in with the elbows, tiny circles. Checking how this feels, and as you begin to warm up, explore the edges of the circle, of the stretch, without pushing or forcing, but really Maybe your circles turn into infinity symbols, that figure A laying to the side. See if the shoulders want to move along, or the head needs any movement. One more breath. And then unravel those arms, hands to knees, draw some circles back with those shoulders. And as fall comes in, all those cracks and pops, so welcome for those of us who crackle. Draw those circles forward. And when you're ready, arms come back to cactus, shoulders and jaw relaxed. Right hand up, left arm down. That beautiful hug. Close the eyes, sway. Thank you for taking care of yourselves today. Then find a tall spine, walk those fingertips backwards, lift the elbows, relax the shoulders. You can bring the forearms together or hands interlace. And again, if this side is not working, that's fine. Come back to that hug. Next, inhale, lift the elbows, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, curve the upper back, chin to chest, elbows to belly, and release the head and neck. Inhale, rise up. Let it go. Close the eyes, follow your breath. Five more cycles of breath. Whenever you get to that final exhale, unravel those arms, hands to knees. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears and hold. And exhale, relax and release. Inhale the shoulders up and hold. Exhale, relax and release. Inhale the shoulders up and hold, and cleanse the hands into fists and hold, squish. Everything relaxes. Inhale the shoulders up, hold, cleanse the fists, tighten the face, the eyes, and hold and squish. Everything relaxes. One more time. Inhale the shoulders up, hold, squish. Everything relaxes with the help of your hands by the hips. Switch your legs if your legs are crossed. I'm gonna bring the hands together, and you can clap and then rub, and then clap and then rub. Beginning to create some heat, some energy, clearing out if you need. You can bring a breath to the hands, and as you feel you've got it, we'll bring the palms towards the eye sockets. Let the face relax. Taking a breath here, and as you exhale, imagine you're washing the face off with the hands. Wash the face. wash it again a few times. And if you like, you need to do a massage with the fingertips. All those tensions in the forehead. You go through the eyebrows and the eye sockets. All those tensions that we hold in the temples, in the jaw, in the cheeks, in the mouth and the jaw, and the words we say. Sound and release. One more big breath. And letting that go. We're gonna bring that left ear to the left shoulder. Stay here or reach that right arm to the side and land the fingertips on the ground as if you're pushing those fingertips to earth. A lot of us will stay here. But some might bring that left hand to that right ear. Imagine that you're lifting up and then pulling over. Soften that right shoulder down. Stay here or invite a massage. That left hand comes to that right shoulder. Couple of big breaths. You might check in if your tension crawls up through neck or jaw. And then slowly gaze comes back to center, release. Bring that right ear to right shoulder. Stay here or reach those left arms to the side. Let the fingertips ground. Everybody exhale and release that left shoulder down. And again, stay here or right hand comes on top of that left ear. Imagine that you're lifting up and then coming up and over. Stay here or go for that massage. You know how you like to be touched and where. And this is your body. You know how to take care of yourself. One more breath. And release. Hands to the knees. Close the eyes. Follow your breath. Seated cat-cow. Inhale, lift the heart, the gaze, relax the shoulders back and down. And exhale, curve the upper back, chin to chest, gaze to belly. Inhale, rise and open. And exhale, come within to center. Follow your breath, your rhythm. And if the head or the shoulders or the arms want to play along, let the body do what it needs to do. Last two. Finding all the way up back to center. And as slowly as you can, we'll transition into hands and knees down to all fours. Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees below the hips. Strong table, pushing the floor down, navel comes in. As you find your shape, straighten that right leg, curl those back toes, and rock back and forth a few times. Give that back leg a nice stretch. And then find your way back to center. We're gonna lift that leg. And it's not all the way up that I'm arching or all the way down. It's parallel to earth. We're pushing the floor down, so activate the shoulder blades here. You can stay here, or some of you might extend that left arm. Fingertips are reaching and then heel is reaching back. Find your breath and your balance. Stay here or inhale and reach. Look forward, lift a tiny bit. And exhale, curve the upper back. Knee to nose, elbow to belly. Inhale, reach. And exhale, curve. Slow and steady. 5 more cycles. And whenever you get to that final one, come back to hands and knees. Lift that right hand and give it a little shake. Draw some circles to one side and the other. Lots of love to the wrist. And coming back to hands and knees. Finding your shape, stretching this time left leg. Rock back and forth. Find that stretch and that nice release on the back of that leg. Finding stillness, lifting that leg up, heel pushing back. Push away from the earth, activate the shoulders, navel in. Strong and steady, stay here. Or extend that right arm. Balance, steadiness. And if you like, inhale, reach, lift, and curve. Finding how this side feels. And how it's balanced. Five more cycles. You get to that final exhale, find yourself in hands and knees, lift that left hand, give it a shake, draw some circles side to side, find your way back to hands and knees. If you have your blocks, around, you'll find your blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. Everybody will bring their right foot in between their hands. We're gonna drop the hips, las caderas, abajo y adelante, hips forward and down. If you have your blocks, I'll invite you to use that highest altitude. If you don't have blocks, hands on the floor, frame that foot. Everybody, engage their navel. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, hips forward and down. We're checking in on that knee, 90-degree angle. If that's not happening, walk that foot forward or backwards. And everyone, but especially if you're flexible, will engage inner thighs and navel, and we'll lift. Proud chest, shoulders roll back and down. Maybe there's a tiny smile. Stay here or lift the arms up. Pinkies roll in as we release the shoulders. Heart lifting. Soft face. Stay here or on the next exhale, bring the arms back and down. And as you inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, heart opens. 5 breaths. Final exhale, use your blocks or hands to earth. And we'll walk hands or blocks back as we begin to extend that front leg. The toes lift. There's a micro bend on the knee, so we're not locking the knee, we're not pushing it down. It's a micro tiny bend. Balls of the foot push forward, and from here, we'll inhale, look forward, project the heart, relax the shoulders, hinge from hips, exhale, heart forward, and then head down slowly. Take a moment to relax through the back of the neck. Notice if you're falling to the left side, that's the right hip up and out. Find stillness or invite pulsations. Now inhale, forward, project the heart, relax the shoulders. And exhale, hard forward. Head down, 5 waves. And then check in with that right foot. Check in with your front foot. We're gonna slowly, it's gonna feel very tense, so slowly we're gonna drop the toes side to side. And it might be just a tiny bit for some of us. Imagining that the movement comes from all the way up from the joint. Working with the edge of sensation without pushing or forcing. One more breath. Then slowly we'll begin to rebend. Front knee. Taking your time here. One more time. Hands to hips. Lifting proud chest. Soft face. This time we'll inhale the arms all the way up. As you exhale that big circle back. And we'll see if we can find our hands, perhaps interlace fingers. We'll roll the shoulders back and down. Some might bring the palms together or align the wrists. On the next inhale, lift the heart, reach the hand up and down. And exhale to land. Soften with your breath. Finding the balance of the activation and the relaxation of the shape. 2 more breaths. Slowly release the hands. And we'll switch sides. Bringing that right knee back. Left foot in between the hands. Take a moment to release. Hips forward and down. Next inhale, hands to hips. Caderas abajo y adelante. Engage navel, inner thigh, lift that proud chest. You can stay here if you want, or lift the arms. Find your balance. And if you got your balance, next exhale, arms back and down. Big circles. Inhaling, arms lift. Exhaling, heart opens. Five more breaths. Whenever you get to that final exhale, hands to floor or your blocks. Begin to straighten that front leg as we walk those blocks back. My wrists are still beneath the shoulders. My arms are straight. That tiny, tiny bend on the knee, tiny micro bend. Flex the toes, push forward. Here we go. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, heart forward, forward, and head down. Give yourself a few breaths to land. few exhales to soften. And if you want, invite those waves. Inhale, look forward. Heart forward, head down as you exhale. 5 more breaths wherever you're at. Whenever you're ready, again, we'll lift the heart here, relaxing shoulders. Take a peek at your left toes, and we're gonna drop the toes side to side. Exploring through the edges, all that stretch. One more breath. And then slowly re-bending that front knee. Heart lifts. Engage and lift. Hands to hips. Big circle. And this time, see if you can find the hands behind your back, interlace fingers, either palms together or wrists are aligned. We'll exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, push the hands back and down as you lift the heart. Soften the face, the throat, the jaw. 3 slow breaths here. And as slowly as you ride, release those hands. Come back to hands and knees. And for a moment, rest in child's pose. We'll let the knees open up. The toes come to touch, hips to heels, forehead. Wiggle through the hips, the shoulders, or rock the head side to side. Let both hands begin to walk slowly to the left, walking to the left. The right fingertips are reaching forward as that right hip is grounding back and down. Couple of big breaths. Walk the hands all the way back to center and let them walk all the way to the right. This time left fingertips are reaching forward, left hip and curve back and down. 3 big breaths. Next exhale, hands come back to center. With an inhale, come back to hands and knees, table or floor. If you're still wearing your socks, maybe this is the moment where you take your socks off just to get a little bit more grip on your mat. We'll walk the hands 2 or 3 inches forward. If you take a peek at your hands, fingers are open wide, and we're trying to draw an L shape with the index and the thumb, curving those back toes under, lifting the knees, and with an inhale, keep the knees bent as you push the hips up and back. Keep those knees generously bent as you continue to work on lifting and lengthening up through the sit bones, belly to thighs. And when you find an exhale, from here extend the legs, lower the heels as best as you can. As you imagine your shape, broaden through the shoulder blades, like if the armpits want to look at each other. Relax the neck, so shake the head, yeah, shake it, yes, please, and shake it, no, thank you. Shake it, yes, shake it, no. Pedal the feet as you bend one knee and ground through opposite heel, and you switch it up. Wiggle the hips, shake your head, dance your dog out, or find stillness. We'll stay here for 5 breaths, or you can rest in child's pose. Whenever you're complete, the knees come to the earth. Let them be open wide, hips to heels, forehead down. Slowing things down, Ujjayi breath. Last cycle. And with the next inhale, coming to table, adjusting hands and knees. From your table, second downward dog, walk the hands 2 or 3 inches forward, curve those back toes under. Inhale, lift the hips up and back. Exhaling, extending legs, lowering heels. Pedal the feet, shake the head yes and no. You've been here before, If you have a vinyasa practice, you can invite a few flows here. If your body prefers a different movement, you can let your body do its thing. Last 5 breaths. And we'll meet in child's pose when you're ready. Knees to the earth, wiggle, hips and shoulders. You can let the elbows slightly open up and then bring the palms to touch. We'll lift the hands up and back in prayer. Three more breaths. Palms come back to earth. We'll walk the hands back towards knees. With the help of the hands, bring the hips to one side and the legs all the way forward. And the legs can be parallel or slightly open. We're moving that fleshy part away so that we can sit on our sit bones. You can adjust your belly and your body here. The toes are flexed. If you are curving like me, we'll push the floor to lift the heart. But make sure that you're relaxing those shoulders back and down. Engage the navel. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, heart forward, heart forward, heart forward, and head down. The hands can land on thighs, on shins, on ankle, on feet. Wherever the hands landed. Inhale, look forward. Project the heart. Release those shoulder blades down. Find that exhale, heart forward, head down. Big breath and big release. Last 3 breaths. And then slowly release. We'll bring that right foot in. Right foot in. The toes, the left toes are still flexed, so active toes. We'll bring the heart towards those left toes. And from here, we'll lift the arms up. Exhale, heart forward, head down. Relax the back of the neck. Finding few big breaths here. And then slowly, slowly releasing. We'll bring that right hand behind that right hip. We'll bring our weight to that right knee. With the next inhale, we'll push the floor, lift that left hip all the way up, reach that left arm up, hard to the sky, reach, gaze up. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly return hips to earth, arms swings down. Find your shape, and with that arm, lift yourself all the way up, reach. And exhale, slowly return. Find 3 of these before you stay on that shape. Whenever you get to that third, final one, stay, breathe, breathe. A balance of activation and relaxation in the shape. Inhale, reach, and exhale, slowly release. And try second side. Let that right leg straighten. We'll get the left foot in. We'll start by activating those right toes now. Flex the toes. Engage your navel. Inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, heart forward, head down. Big breath. Last couple of cycles. And then slowly release. This time we'll bring that left hand behind that left hip. We're going to bring the weight to that left knee. And we're gonna lift that right hip up, and you can use your arms as you sway and lift and reach up. Heart lifting. And exhale, slowly return to earth. Try it out one more time. Hold. And release. 3 more, and then stay on that shape. And on that final one, stay, reach. Three cycles. Final exhale. Slowly release. extending both legs, moving that fleshy part away. And let those legs open up as wide as you can, and it feels comfortable. The toes are flexed, so active toes here. If you're curving like me, hands to the sides, lift the heart. If you imagine your pelvis, this time we would try to bring your pelvis so that that bowl with soup spills forward, spills forward. A lot of us will stay here. There might be more flexible friends that bring their hands in between their legs. And maybe they try drawing circles here. Your circles can start tiny or they can be big circles. See what your body is open to explore. Switch the direction of those circles. Some of you might bring their hands to their legs, and they might continue to walk their fingers all the way down towards feet. And that reminder that we're lifting the heart here. So we're not curving, we're lifting the spine. And with that tall spine, you'll let those arms walk forward. And it's okay to release, to bring the hands behind. Last big breath. And then slowly release. Get those legs together. Let the soles of the feet come to touch. And the knees opening up. And this time we'll start with the feet further away from our groin. So feet are further away from our groin. There's a big space in between my groin and my feet. Hands can come to shins or ankles, and we're lifting the spine. From here, we'll use our elbows, try to get them on the shins so that we can propel our heart forward. Inhale, reach and lift, and exhale, curve the upper back, chin to chest, bringing forehead towards the heels. Relaxing the back of the neck, and the shoulders. Three big breaths. And then slowly releasing. And we'll bring our heels now closer to the groin. Some of you might even use their hands to lift themselves closer. This time we'll keep the spine tall, so without curving the back. Same exercise, we'll bring the elbows towards the shins. We'll bring the heart forward, but this time without curving, we'll see how far we can bring our heart forward. For some of us, it might be a tiny bit. Some of you might bring their foreheads down. Wherever you're at, see if you can soften and slowly open. Deepening with that exhale. 3 last breaths. And slowly releasing. We begin to find our way into laying on our backs. We'll keep the feet to the earth. We'll start by extending that right leg up. We'll bring hands beneath the thigh. If you have a strap here, you would catch your right foot. Shoulders towards earth, chin slightly in. Point and flex the toes. And then ground through the hips, so both hips are pushing equally down. We'll rock that right leg gently back and forth, micro movement. And then keep that leg up, keep that leg up. If you have a strap, we'll unhook that right foot. Now open the arms wide to the sides as we keep that leg up. With an exhale, slowly as you can, take as much time as you can to bring that leg to the earth. Slowly. Exhale, bring that leg all the way down. Let it land, let it relax. Find one breath. And exhale to drop that right knee, that left knee actually, that left knee to the right side. So we're twisting. And the knee doesn't have to touch the earth, it can float here. Ground through the shoulder. And then for a full body twist, bring your gaze to the left. Three full cycles. Gaze comes up. Bring that left knee to the chest, and then the right. Give yourself a hug. Rock side to side. And then drop both feet to earth. This time we'll lift that left leg up, hands beneath the thigh, or you're grabbing your strap. catch that left foot. Balance out first through shoulders and then through hips. Hips pushing equally down. Point and flex those toes. Tiny movements as you rock that leg back and forth. Softening and deepening. And then keep that leg up. If you have a strap, you'll remove it. Everybody will with their arms open wide to the side. Engage the navel, find an exhale. As it does, let it relax. We'll drop that right knee to the left side for that twist. We're grounding through the shoulders, especially the right. When you're ready, the gaze to the right. Feel extra love in the neck. Three big breaths. Gaze comes back to center, right knee to the chest and then the left. We'll give ourselves a last hug. If you can, make it loving. Squish your knees to chest. Squish, squish. As you squish, lift the forehead to the knees and bring the knees to the forehead. Squish and hold for 3, 2, 1, and then release into final relaxation. Invited to wear layers, socks, blankets, bolsters, eye coverings. Nothing else to do. Nowhere else to go. But to fully allow yourself to relax and surrender. To explore how the body and the mind feel after conscious breath and movement and intentional cannabis usage. As you get ready to receive all the benefits of your practice, Shavasana as a space of integration nothing to do here but to breathe and to let go. To breathe and to let go. What if it were that simple? To breathe and to let go. Like beautiful fall leaves floating gently down a stream. What if it were as simple as to breathe and to let go? begin to return. Returning back to our breath, exhaling all the air out, empty. Then a big breath through the heart, through the chest, expansive, and that sigh, that release, that sound. Gently returning to the body, wiggling fingers and toes. Micro stretches as you wiggle hips and shoulders, and when you're ready, inhale the arms all the way up and back, reaching full body stretch, and relax here. You can roll to one side and stay there for a few breaths, landing. Using your hand and forearm to push yourself up, back to seated. Awareness still within, palms together and hands to heart. Symbol of our physical practice coming to an end, and an invitation for a practice of gratitude. So we bring to our hearts, our minds, our bodies, two things for which we feel grateful for today. Take a breath with that, and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. So many blessings, even in challenging times. Thanking our plant ally for being with us today in this way, helping us connect to others and to self. Thanking each other for their presence. Community is medicine. And thank you for your practice today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll honor that we are still in medicine and in hands, and there is no rush. The room is ours for another 15 to 20 minutes. So this is also social time for us to get to know other stoner friends. We have some fun things coming up, like Ganja Yoga with live music. That's coming up next week on Thursday. Ilan is going to be playing the keys, and that's a really, really good session if you haven't already experienced it. We have a microdosing breathwork on Monday here in this space. Tuesday in this space. Microdosing breathwork on Tuesday. And then we'll do a microdosing hike with the Santa Cruz Psychedelic Society for Thanksgiving. For some of us, it's going to be a gratitude hike, but for a lot of us, it's going to be decompression too. So you're welcome to join us. And we have First Friday coming up in December. That's on the 6th. We'll have Elliot Bliss here showing visionary art. We have educational talks, didgeridoo, and a lot more surprises. I'll bring some trail mix to the altar. There's a sweet one, there's a salty one. Yeah, no chocolate today, I'm sorry. Where's the trail mix?